Hi everyone, I'm Tina Allen, also known as Cashy Cashmere. I wanted to give you all an update on my weight loss surgery. Today is my 7-month post-op anniversary from having my gastric sleeve surgery. My highest weight was 292 pounds. My post-op weight was 288 pounds. Today I am at a weight of 206, so I have lost a total of 82 pounds since my surgery, which was June 19th. Today is January 19th, 2018. This journey has been such a blessing to me, and the gastric sleeve surgery saved my life. I do not regret it whatsoever. When I went in and done all of my pre-op testing, I had high cholesterol and I was pre-diabetic. They didn't give me medicine or put me on anything major. They said that with the diet and the surgery that my diabetes would go away along with my high cholesterol. And I'm glad to say that both of those have completely disappeared. So that's been a major weight off of my shoulders. It's pretty scary being 28 years old and the word diabetes is coming up during your testing, and high cholesterol is coming up during your testing. I decided to have weight loss after gaining over 100 pounds from my son. When I had my child, it was like I just picked up weight and my weight began to just skyrocket. I couldn't control it. I was dieting, I was exercising, even prior to pregnancy and getting married and picking up as a mom and a wife. I started to gain weight, and I didn't really make a big deal out of the weight gain until it just completely got out of control. I was also working a night shift, so the night shift did not work well with having a proper diet, a good diet, or with exercising either. So I would work a third shift job. I would get off work, do makeup throughout the day. So I basically built a business and I worked at night. So I wasn't sleeping. I was not eating healthy whatsoever, and I wasn't exercising. I was literally running my body all day long, and I was putting junk into my body, and junk is exactly what I got out of my body. I went into Emory University here in Atlanta, and that's where I done my entire procedure at. My doctors were great, very hands-on. They have like a pre-op program, post-op programs, and groups that you can participate in. So the process of getting started, I have United Healthcare insurance. So I had to go through a 6-month monitored diet before I could get approved for the gastric sleeve surgery. Once I went through my 6 months, I had to go to the doctor once a month for 6 months. I had to sit through their program, their diet classes. I had to do that for 6 months. If you missed 1 month or you missed an appointment and you didn't go that month, you had to completely start over. I had to start over one time, which was terrible, to make it to 4 months and then you like reset yourself. So I think it probably took me about 8 months to get to where I could get approved for my surgery. I started the process to have my surgery actually August 2016. That's when my process started. I did not have my surgery until June 2017. So y'all can see like how much of a gap it was before I even got approved for my surgery. It was almost 12 months, and a lot of it was my fault. Before my surgery, I really battled with getting control of my eating, getting control of my eating habits. I became so adapted to eating fast foods, eating unhealthy, drinking soda. I would drink soda for caffeine, and for me to have to like wing myself off of sodas. Right now, I don't drink any sodas whatsoever. I don't drink anything sweet whatsoever. I will water it down. So if I'm feeling like I want something with flavor, I'll take like even cranberry juice, for example. I'll take like diet cranberry juice and I'll still like add water to it. So it's almost like I'm drinking water, but it has flavor to it. But I really struggled with getting my diet under control before surgery. That was the hardest thing for me. Even once after the surgery and you're able to kind of start picking up and eating different things, like it's in back of your mind not to get started back on the foods that got you here. So for me, meal prepping was hard for me. Getting adjusted to eating smaller portions was hard for me. I'm still struggling with chewing my food, not drinking with my meal or my breakfast, my dinner. It's so hard for me because I like to eat and drink, and your stomach pouch is so small to where you can't take in that much food. You can't take in food and liquids at the same time. The gastric sleeve surgery was the best choice for me because I felt like I didn't have like a ton of weight to lose. I know for sure, like if I were to lose 100 pounds, I would be at a great weight for me. So the reason I chose the gastric sleeve over the gastric bypass is because I didn't want to have to go in and get my intestines rerouted. I thought that with the gastric sleeve, your stomach is shaped in the shape of a football. So they go in and they cut 20% of they go in and cut 80% of your stomach and they shape it into a banana. So imagine your stomach going from a football to a banana. Anyways, they basically leave 20% of your stomach. That was the best option for me. I think both surgeries are, great options. I didn't feel like my weight was drastic enough to do the gastric bypass. So, one thing that I struggled with after my surgery was the gas. I know a lot of people talk about the gas. This gas is on a different level of gas. It's not your normal gas that you deal with on a day-to-day basis. Like, this gas had me bent over in pain. They say that you should walk after your surgery and you should like push the gas out that way. That was a hard thing for me to deal with. Constipation was something that I really had to deal with. So those are things that I would say to be on the lookout for. It's like a pain that I can't explain to you. You would have to actually go through it to understand what I'm saying. But I've always been a very confident plus size woman. I've not just been like a skinny girl. I've always been like a girl with a little meat, but I'd gotten to the point to where my weight was so out of control I couldn't wear the things that I wanted to wear. I began to kind of groom my clothes around my weight. So I would dress my weight. My skirts and dresses like started to come to my knees, whereas before I would like them above my knees. I would stop showing so much cleavage, but cleavage was my thing. But I just felt like I started covering up more. Even though my confidence showed, inside I knew how I felt. I felt like, okay, like I'm gaining weight. Like my weight is out of control. And my husband, he's always been supportive. Like, he's never just been like, oh wow, you're too big, you're too small. He's never been like that. So for me, I was always having people to cheer me on, having people to make me appreciate my body and not be so down on myself because of my weight gain. And I think there was like more hesitation from my family for me to have surgery than it was for me. It was more of a fear for them than it was a fear for me. And now that we're at 82 pounds down, everybody is, you know, excited. They're starting to see the old me. Right now I'm at a stage to where I'm still in plus size clothes, but moving down to the smaller clothes, to like your teen clothes, your junior clothes. Some stuff I don't like how it fits on my body. Like, I don't like the low hip, low rider jeans. I don't like that. It makes me feel uncomfortable. In the plus size clothes, it's almost like the clothes don't fit my body anymore. They're more comfortable, but they're not tight fitting, if that makes sense. They're not fitted. So with the bigger clothes, they give you that width, and now my body has shrunk, so I don't really need width anymore. For me to feel comfortable in my clothes, I need them to fit a little more snug. I started off at a size, the largest size I've ever purchased in my life was a size 24. And I had gotten a pair of pants from Cato's, and I want to say it was for like a birthday dinner or something, and I got a size 24. And that feeling to have to walk into a store and you already picked up a size 22 and a 22 is too small, and now you have to go for a 24, like, that's the worst feeling, especially when your initial start weight was a size 18. So when I hit a size 18, I thought that was big, and now I'm at a 24. So now I think that's really big. So now I can actually pick up a size 14 in Target. When I tried on that size 14 in Target, it was the best feeling in the world. So I can wear 14s in Target, I can wear 16s in Target, and my highest dress size was a size 24. So I always say the gastric sleeve saved my life. I'm getting to the point to where I have more energy. I'm not tired anymore. I mean, of course I'm tired from my day-to-day task, but my body isn't exhausted. I can go longer periods of time. I can do more stuff. Walking up my steps at home isn't a task for me. So it's things like that that's changing. Like, my body feels different. My body feels detoxed of weight. I'm 82 pounds lighter. I'm a whole entire 12-year-old lighter. Like, I lost a 12-year-old. And it's like a ton has been taken off of my body. My knees used to swell on me so bad. My ankles would swell on me so bad. And with me being a makeup artist, I would have to stand on my feet all day long and provide a service. So now when I'm standing up all day long, like, my feet don't hurt, my ankles aren't swelling, my knees aren't swelling, my hips not hurting. It's 82 pounds taken off of my body. It's 82 pounds taken off my knees, off my hips, off my ankles. And these 82 pounds have been a blessing to me. So if any of you are thinking about having the gastric sleeve surgery and you have questions for me, just leave a message in the comments and I'll be sure to get back to you. If you have any subjects that you want me to touch on with the gastric sleeve, I'll be more than happy to. This is more like an introduction for me to just put it out there. I was very open with my journey. I wasn't private with my journey. And whether or not you want to share your story, that's completely up to you. You don't have to share your story. You can be private about your story. But for me, I felt like my journey could save someone else's life. So why would I hide something great? I was excited to start this journey. I was excited to get my life back and take control. So it was something that I wanted to share. And I shared it with my Facebook friends. I shared it with my clients. Like, I almost warned everybody, like, we're about to get the old Tina back. So be on the lookout. But if you want to keep your journey private, like, people have to respect that. And don't let anybody belittle you or make you feel bad for making the choice to be healthy, making the choice to save your life. A lot of times I hear people say, oh, you took the easy way out. This process is not easy. It's not easy to change the way you think, change the way you eat, change the way you love, change the way you live. Like, it's not easy to make that transition. I'm a foodie. I love food. I'm literally taking away 80% of my stomach. Food is what made me happy. If I was sad, food was what comforted me. So now I'm having to change the way I love. I can't love these things anymore because they've taken control of my life. And I want to live the best life for my 4-year-old. And you have to decide on what's important to you. What are you living for? I know what I'm living for. I'm living for me, and I'm living for my family. And I want to live the best life that I can. So again, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. If you have videos you want to see, leave them in the comments. I can't wait to share my journey with you all. Thanks for tuning in. Of course, I'm going to share pictures. I have like a ton of before pictures y'all got to see. And I have a ton of sexy pictures that I want y'all to see too. So just stay tuned. I can't wait to share this journey with you all. Thanks for watching. Smoochies!